we're live. It's Tuesday night, Dive Bar Comedy. I'm Wild Joe. Facebook is making some changes. So it took us an extra minute, but our tech guru, Carol Newell, got us going. So it's going to be a fun show. We've got 4 comics only this show. So we're going to have to get deep. We'll go deep with each one. So let's kick it off with our theme song by the late and great DT called Dive Bar Comedy, fittingly, about wanting to get out there to the dive bars, do some comedy, which is what we're all waiting for.
Go.
Yeah.
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo.
I wake up when the sun goes down. I wake up when the sun goes down. I wanna do some comedy. I wanna do some comedy. At a dive bar, at a dive bar, at a dive bar, at a dive bar. I can't say what I wanna say. I can't say what I wanna say. Dive bar comedy. Dive bar comedy. Dirty, bad, nasty 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 comedy. Dive bar comedy.
All right, there we go.
All right. So, yeah, we're waiting for those bars to open up. I drove past Lotus Lounge today. I had tried texting the owner. She doesn't respond. It's all locked up and gated. And we're waiting for, I think it's called the yellow tier to happen. And when the yellow tier happens, then bars will eventually open up. But a lot of them, I don't know how they stay in business with their leases and everything, and no business for over a year. But we will be out there one day, and we'll be drinking in dive bars and sharing germs once again. Anyway, all right, Carol's always out there, not in the bars, but she's out in the open air, all kinds of outdoor shows. Now she's doing indoor shows. Carol, where are your most exciting shows going on these days?
Well, I'm still at Pan Pacific Park on Saturday afternoon, still doing the open mic at NoHo Diner in the parking lot over your car stereo on Saturday night. But I am inside NoHo Diner on Friday night. And on Sunday now, I am hosting the open mic at Comedy Chateau at 1:30. And I'm hosting the open mic at the Haha Cafe at 4 o'clock.
Wow, you're hosting all kinds of things.
Yes, I'm the hostess with the mostest. And big announcement, I'm moving the World's Best Laugh show to Mondays because I have so much going on Sundays. So yeah, we'll be moving the World's Best Laugh to Monday nights at 7:30.
All right. Carol was one of the ones that got me on Zoom because with that World's Best Laugh, she was like right on top of it. As soon as the pandemic hit, she started her show right off. It was one of the first Zoom shows that I'd seen. And that inspired the Zoom version of our podcast, which used to be audio only when we were out in the real bars. So now you can see how good looking we all are. All right. Let's get around and meet some of our comics. We've got Mike McFarland, Instagram at Heavy Metal Dad Comic. Hi, Mike.
Hey.
So what makes you a heavy metal dad?
I love heavy metal music, like Motley Crue, right? All the 80s stuff, really, so I like all that. And then, of course, I have 2 kids. Both of them are in their 20s now. The wear this badass black and red jacket, which I love, and of course sport all the heavy metal T-shirts that I buy over in Hollywood all the time. I crank out on my guitar. I have an electric guitar that I like to crank out all the good cool tunes about Crew, Rat, Slaughter, Ozzy Osbourne, all of that things. So yeah, and I'm 48, so I'm still rocking at 48, which is cool, right? That's cool.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we used to do with the GT's Comedy Jam, we used to have bands that would come open, and we had some cool like cover bands. They weren't quite heavy metal, but you would have been perfect for that. Maybe when we get the bars going, if you ever get a band together, you come rock out before the show.
Yeah, one of the things I miss too is when it opens back up is the whiskey. Remember, I think on Tuesdays they have like their 80s night that's over there, and they'll play all kinds of 80s music and stuff, which is totally awesome.
Yeah.
But it's like 4 bands, it's totally cool.
Yeah, the Whiskey a Go-Go.
Yeah, the Whiskey a Go-Go. Usually, like my wife and I will start over at the Rainbow Room because they have a bartender over there that like's got a really heavy hand, and so we'll drink a couple of drinks there, then stumble on down to the Roxy, see what's going on over there, then go across the street to the Troubadour, see what's up, and then end the night over at the Whiskey, $20, 4 bands, jam out. By that time, you're like, you can't even see by that point. You're so fun.
Those are all the top places. Those are all the places that a local band is dying to
that
perform.
was GT's turf when I first got here. When I first met GT back in like 2009, 10, he used to take me to all of our shows. Used to be at the Whiskey a Go-Go and at the Rainbow Room. Their open mic they had. We always used to see the Motorhead guys and the Be Real and all them there.
Right.
And Hill and then the Whiskey a Go-Go was like the famous Doors and all that police spot. And GT used to have our name actually in lights. You got the people names up there. I'll come to perform, and my name will be up there. And I was just, we was doing that for like 6 months. And when we just couldn't get enough butts in the seats and whatnot. So that's a great classic area, man. It's cool.
Yeah, I love that place. What's really interesting is the Rainbow Room. On the top floor, their stage is actually sunken. So unlike all the other ones, so you're actually looking down at the stage. So it doesn't matter where you're at. And the stage is like super small, dude. It's like what it's big as like a full bed or something like that. It's so tiny, but it's so awesome. And they have a bar up there. You get a couple of drinks, jam out with these guys and look down at them. It's just such a great time, man.
I performed at that Loft Bar stage.
Okay.
Yeah, January 2020.
Cool, man. Right on.
Hell yeah.
Oh, well, that's awesome. So, Mike, for people that don't know you, I'm getting interrupted by my kids. My daughter came in to tell me that she burped.
Right on. High five.
Very important news. They're 2 and 3 years old. Their sense of humor is developing. They have their first punchline. Hot pee-pee. They love saying it. Hot pee-pee. They both know how to say it, and they say it over and over and laugh. And they think it's so funny.
Cool.
Oh,
You have
gosh,
a comedic duo on your hands.
Yeah, pee-pee. And he's saying it now. They think they're super fun. Hot pee-pee. He just said it. He's 2. He can barely say any words.
I think you found your 5th comic tonight.
There you go.
Yeah,
He's on
I
roll.
think so. If you want to hear just hot pee-pee over and over again.
Pretty good catchphrase.
Anyway, Mike. So, Mike, for people that don't know you, where are you from, and how'd you get started doing comedy?
Okay, cool stories. I'm not actually from any one particular place. I was in the Navy for 20 years. I'm retired in 2010, so I really didn't live any one place for more than say like 3 years. My father was also in the Navy, so I kind of grew up in it. The longest place we ever lived was in Jersey.
I'm trying to do an online show,
When I was little, but that's really it. I've lived in Japan too. So I lived over in 6 seas for 5 years. So yeah, that was an amazing time. But how I got into comedy is my son, my younger one, who's now 20. He was doing like some open mics, and he was telling me that he was having a difficult time like writing them. And I used to work for an advertising agency as a copywriter. And I said, well, let me take a look at it. So then we started challenging each other every week to come up with a 5-minute bit. And so I kind of started doing that. And I said, well, I want to go try these. And so then I started going to some of the open mics. I was like, I kind of dig this. This is kind of cool. This is a place where you can say things that are not socially acceptable anywhere else. And I say, I'm totally into that. So that's kind of how I got started. And then I met, a bunch of people because I just like talking to people and I have no boundaries. And I just listen to people's conversations, ask lots of inappropriate questions. So, hey, this is the right place for me. Long-winded question or answer, sorry.
Sorry, I'm arguing with somebody very short here. You can't see them, but there's a lot of drama, and thank God for the mute button. Mike?
I totally remember those days.
I'm jealous. You said your kids are 20-something years old. That sounds really nice right now. Anyway, let's see. I gotta go deal with something. I don't know what. So let's move on to our next comic and see their backstory. So welcome to the show, Mike. Kristen,
Cool.
I'm gonna let you do a monologue. Tell us where you're from and how you got into comedy.
Okay, hi. I'm Kristen Lundberg. I'm from Dayton, Ohio. Lived in Cincinnati, Ohio for 5 years. Lived in Chicago for another 5 years. Now I live in LA. All in my escapade to try to get on Conan, and I'm still here trying. Got into comedy because I feel like it's my life's mission and purpose, because Buddha wants me to. I don't know, like I still try to figure out why every single day. I just ask myself, why do I do this? Why? But really is because, I just think that everybody should express themselves to the fullest authenticity that they are capable of. And I'm here to say, you can do it. Be you, no matter what. No matter if there's even a pandemic where the entire art form is shut down completely, entirely. Just keep doing it. Just keep being you. So what if the stocks and comedy are going down, Bitcoin is crashing, and the entire economy is now a joke, a meme, a Dogecoin, if you will. So what? So that's why. Do I just just keep going?
Did you start comedy in LA or did you start back east?
No, yeah, I've started in Dayton, Ohio. Was blacklisted from the open mic at Wiley's Comedy Club upon my first try. Too much. Just like rated R graphic. I was 17. I was just saying whatever was like what I was reading in my mom's medicine cabinet. I was just saying, that's all I was saying. Like, it's nothing, they got it. And then I was like blacklisted, and I'm like, this means I should keep going. And so that was 13 years ago. Going
awesome.
strong.
That's awesome.
Welcome to the show. GT's actually been banned from like 5 to 6 places in LA. I was trying to tell him I wanted to make a movie called Banned in LA because he's similar to you. He was an Andrew Dice Clay fan when he first started. So when he first started, he's just trying to be Dice on the stage. So just get up there, just say some fucking shit.
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I mean?
Yeah, give him the redneck fairy tale. As I like to call it. I would hate to disappoint anybody, but I feel like I need to take off this virtual background. Like, it's just not working.
Yeah, I was probably messing with your texture. Oh, do you remember any of the jokes from your banning?
Yeah.
My banning? Yeah.
Gotta tell one.
I mean, it's just, I can't tell you exactly, but one of them definitely had to do with a mixed bottle that I saw in my mom's medicine cabinet called Good Head, and I thought it was for your hair, and it was not.
Uh-oh.
That was
All
one
right.
of the jokes. The rest of them, were pure genius.
Mm.
All I can say is that. I mean, that was the lowest of the low, but the rest of them were like so good.
All right. Well, thanks for being on the show, Kristen Lundberg. We'll look forward to your set later. In the meantime, let's check in with one of our regulars, Funky Sam Medina. Funky Sam, what have you been up to since last we saw you?
Well, I'm working at my comedy club again. I'm doing security. That's fun.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm excited. It's been a year. You know, we've been closed down. We're back, and it's a lot of fun.
All right. Have you been doing a lot of Zoom shows in the meantime?
No, I really haven't. I've been, doing a few here and there, but I haven't done it a lot just because I've been working the 2 jobs right now.
Mm.
Where's your club, Sam?
It's out here in the Bay Area, in Pleasanton.
Mm.
Yeah.
Is it pleasant in Pleasanton?
I don't know. I mean, they say it is, but it's all right,
It's mediocre.
Hey, I feel outnumbered here. I feel like I'm the odd man out because all you are from, well, not from, but all you are in LA.
Yeah.
And I'm over here in Northern California.
Actually, Chris is in Florida, you guys. So,
I'm in Florida.
He's in Florida? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where all the nuts roll.
All right. I guess he's the odd man out because at least I'm in California.
Yeah. Well, we're glad to have you back, Sam. Look forward to your
comedy. Thank you for having me back.
Yes, always, always. And so that takes us to our friend Chris Johnson. Tell us about how you got into comedy.
Chris,
and
you're
what
in the
you've been
dark.
doing. He's in his car.
Hey.
Can
That's
you
racist.
turn on your light?
Thank you, CD. No, I'm just playing. No, I can try. Okay, can you see me better?
Yeah.
Looks the same. Okay.
Okay.
Let me see a little bit.
Okay, so funny story about how I got into comedy, right? I went to an open mic initially at the Improv, the Tampa Improv, and it just so happened to be a lady outside. She was like, "Hey, my friend didn't show up. Would you like to go on with me so I'll have a 4-person?" So I was like, "Sure." So I go in, we go on a turn, and the open mic starts 45 minutes after the main show. So I still had time to catch the open mic. And what I didn't know was, like, they were telling everyone to sign their name on a paper. They just told everyone to sign their name on a paper. They didn't say what for. So I stayed for the open mic, and they were like, in the last comic of the night, Chris Johnson. I'm like, what the hell? I didn't sign up. So I go up. I'm like, okay, I don't know what to say. So I just tell a story about what happened to me that day. And my roommate, it was a story about my roommate had an interview at McDonald's, but he wore a 3-piece suit and he was only going for the fry cook position. And it was a whole little, like, it was a joke about that. I did it. They loved it. And I staged at that point. And I just started writing. And from that point, I never looked back.
Hell yeah.
Wow. So you got hooked on comedy right from then, huh?
Right.
Nice. Well, welcome to the show. How long have you been doing comedy now?
2 years.
So pre-COVID, you did a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right.
Yeah.
Wow, Carol. Thank you for holding it down. This is horrible. These kids are the worst. Oh,
that's okay.
It's the worst. And I don't know what they're saying.
This week,
the little one says, ha, 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 ha. And I'm supposed to interpret it. I don't know what he's talking about. It turns out he's saying horsey. I have to be playing horsey or he's going to be crying really loud. So that's why I came back with him on my shoulders. But he's very heavy. I'm like, oh my God, I can't do this for very long.
You need to beat your kids more.
Oh, that's going to make them stop crying. You know how much they cry when you get
right.
a little tap?
No, you give them something to cry about.
It's a lot of crying. It just depends how much crying you enjoy listening to. It's horrible. Crying is the worst sound. I'm like, shut up! But they love to cry. Babies love crying. Oh God. Anyway, Mr. C, you got a new name. C the Shark. What's that?
Oh, well, I'm working on this new show. One of my guys is working on this show that's about to start going live, and it's like a comedy version of the Shark Tank. and went on, and I was one of the sharks in the trial.
Nice.
Cool. And you have a movie that you said you have 10 minutes of screen time.
Yeah, I got some good screen time on Across Rise of the Villains, which is on Netflix. It came out about a week ago, and it's like what's the Expendables, but it's like the C version. So there's A level, then the B is the Expendables, and then we're the C version. But it's Lou Ferrigno, Danny Trejo, Brian Austin Green, Juhan Jones, dude, like 20 motherfuckers, Manu Ilani from Star Trek. It's like 20 motherfuckers, but I got like 3 scenes at 13 minutes, 18 minutes, and at 1 hour, 58 minutes. And I got some good screen time, got a couple lines, and he said he's gonna bring me back for the next one because Netflix wants to do a TV series with him. So we'll see how that goes.
Awesome.
Wow, don't forget about us when you're famous, Mr. C.
Wait, what's your name?
Yeah, who, what was that?
Exactly.
He'll go to Bougie Bar.
And Mr. C also took over our Clubhouse, which is audio. That's an audio only app by invite only. And we started doing the Dive Bar Comedy Clubhouse Hangout. And now Mr. C changed it into a green room, basically talking shop with comics. Can you tell people about what that is?
Well, yeah, I wanted to call it the Dive Bar Comedy Green Room Table Talk, because you got the red table talk, and every time you're in the green room, before the show, after the show, you're usually chopping it up with a lot of comedians, trading trade secrets, money secrets, business opportunities, how to deal with depression. So we want to cover all those angles that comedians don't really talk about on stage. More so, we're all happy, we're acting on stage, but we can go from serious to happy to fun to how to make money, and I want to cover those things because I think it's a good tool that comedians really don't have.
I like it. Where can I sign up?
Yeah, we had some cool. We didn't have a lot of people, but we had some cool people in the last one, and it was interesting. It was a good talk. We went the full hour, and I look forward to it. So that's on what night now? Sunday nights, right?
Sunday 8:30.
Sundays at 8:30. So if anybody needs an invite to the Clubhouse app, just write to us and let us know. Oh, by the way, I got some fan mail just last week to my personal Facebook, not the Dive Bar Comedy Facebook. And the guy said, tell me where did they talk about dick pics? Because I put dick pics was one of the words in the title. And I said, oh, that was Carol Newell's set at the end. And he said, oh, it kind of surprised me because she said she was on an app for older people dating called Our Time. And I'm surprised that men over 50 are sending out dick pics. I said, oh, do you think they stop being pervs just because they get older? Come on. And he starts admitting to me that he's been sending dick pics for 10 years. And do I like getting dick pics? I said, no, not really. And then he had a little more conversation. I just stopped answering. And sure enough, boom, dick pics. Frontal, face and everything. And I just ignored it. But anyway, I just wanted to let everybody know we got a fan, and it was a dick pic fan. I guess because I put that word in the title, that term dick pic, it attracted the wrong type of attention.
All press is good press.
Well, there you go.
Okay, I can't wait to mute myself. I bet you guys can't wait for me to mute myself too. So let's get on with the show, Mr. C. We got our volunteer first comic ready to go. I see her looking ready, and Carol will go also. So that brings us to 5 comics. So it's going to be a full show.
Yeah, nice. All right, good. So let's get into the Dive Bar Comedy Show. I'm ready to start it off. My name is Mr. C, the Enforcer, aka Poppy Carlo, the Bad Boy. I do have a slight drinking problem, so I may bust out singing a song later. Might even do other stuff, but we'll see how that goes. All right. So you guys ready for the Dive Bar Comedy Show? Can I get a yeah?
Yeah.
Right. So our first comedian coming to the stage is a lady, and she's been around us before, and she's back again. And I just want to take a second look at her name just to make sure I say this right. Oh yeah, this lady's name, you don't know where she's from. Is she German? Is she something else? You have no idea. But what you do know is that you're going to be as turned on as Hitler after a speech. So get excited. What? He was very excited after his talks. You don't think he was hyped? Okay. Whatever. Okay. Oh, you okay. I said, don't judge me, guys. You're judging me. That's what I'm talking about. So this comedian coming to the stage right now, once again, is the KL. She is super cool and super smooth, and she's got a lot of fire in her soul. Excellent talent. In the background was hating on her earlier, but she has resolved that issue. She's ready to lay it down. Are you guys ready for this comedian? Can I get a yeah?
Yeah.
That's right. So this lady right here, name should probably be initials for a clothing line. It's the KL. Can I get a clap, 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 clap for Kristen Lundberg?
Crabbing. I'm crabbing. I don't know. Hi. Yeah, it's Nordic actually. The Lundberg. It's Swedish. But there is a little bit of German. There's a little Irish. There's a little Cocker Spaniel. Okay. And I'm still waiting for my sugar bush to dry. I had to put up some candles and stuff to get the mood going because the background wasn't working out for me very well. So thank you for pointing that, but I got the mood going, okay? I have all of the saints and sages lit up over there, okay? We have Jesus, Guadalupe, they're all hanging out with me, ready to help me with my set. So like, I'm from Dayton, Ohio, which makes me the spawn of Dayton. And yeah. I moved to California because I am an artist. Okay. I went to art school. All right. So I'm such an artist. And when I moved to California, I was really excited to be in the heat. Okay. Because Dayton is a very cold city, a lot of wind and thunderstorms, terror, snow, blizzards. And I was stoked on it. I wanted to be in the heat. But then I moved here and I got a job at an ice factory in South Central Los Angeles. Is like the universe of saying, get back in the freezer, bitch. You're not done. You're not done. You better get back in there in solitary confinement. Think about what you did. So I work in a ice factory in South Central. And I know I don't look like I work in an ice factory. I look like I'm about to serve you an iced latte with extra CBD or whatever. I look with this hair. I look like Michael Jackson when he was putting the baby out the window. That this is the hair, the wet, and you know. But anyway. What am I doing in an ice factory? What am I doing? Like I said, I went to art school, so I'm an ice sculptor, and I make the beautiful, whimsical ice sculptures, which is an actual job only in Los Angeles, only here. And I work with all men, and I'm the only woman. I work with all Mexican men, and I know all their names. Okay, like I know Jesse, Jorge, Javier, Dario, Oscar, Angel. I know all their names. You want to know what they call me? They call me Penguin. So I work in the fridge. Hey, it's better than breadstick, which I'll admit I'm pretty tasty, especially when you dip me in sauce. But I like Penguin. Penguin's pretty good, you know, because I'm stuck in there making the ice sculptures, man. I make ice sculptures with the chainsaw naked, and that's the traditional way. That's a Swedish sport. Okay. Yeah, I've made all kinds of stuff. I made stuff. I made an ice sculpture for Chief Keef, and my boss handed me this. He's like, "We got one for an Indian chief." I'm like, "Nope, that's a rapper." I made one for Master P. His credit card got declined. I made one for Ellen DeGeneres because she's a cold ass bitch. You guys know Ellen. She's always she's cold. Listen, don't watch the conspiracy videos. That's all I'm saying, okay, Ellen? Anyway, so yeah, we got some new equipment, and it kind of freaks me out. We have this new table saw, which I don't know if you guys remember, but the table saw is the thing that cut Johnny Cash's brother in half in the beginning of that movie. So I try not to think about that very much. It's fine. It's okay. And the cool thing about the table saw is you have to heat up the blade with the blowtorch, okay? Because if you don't heat up with the blade with the blowtorch, the blade flies off, okay? Which is actually how I cut my hair. Like, I let everybody have a try. I'm like, go ahead, Angel. Okay, now your turn, Dario. Like they all get a whack. They try to kill me. That's wishful thinking on my part. So yeah, I made ice sculptures and who cares? Anyway, I brought a this is a device that is used to pleasure women. It's a Catholic vibrator. Anyway, so before I get into the next song, I want to tell you I wanted to quarantine with my Aunt Reva, who lives in Texas, and my Aunt Reva told me no, that because she is taking quarantine very seriously in Texas. And so I told my mom, I said, Mom, Aunt Reva won't let me quarantine with her. Reva's my mom's sister. I said, Aunt Reva won't let me quarantine with her. And my mom goes, why? And she said, I said, because she's taking quarantine very seriously in Texas. And my mom goes, fuck Reva. So I love my mom, and so this next song is called Fuck Reva. Fuck Reva, she's a bitch. She lives in a kick-ass beach house and owns a Chevrolet that's filled with wine. Fuck Reva, she's a bitch. She owns high-heeled Crocs, which is a type of shoe. And her husband is a stupid dick. That was my impression of Hawthorne Heights. It's an emo Dayton band. And that's it. That's all you get.
All right.
Yeah.
The Catholic Pied Piper. That's what I'm talking about. And see, the Dive Bar Comedy Show, we are classy too. We had a trained violinist perform for you. You realize how special you are? Like, not only that, because it is also an Asian vibrator. If you've met an Asian woman, you play the violin, you're getting some pussy. So I'm into like really freaky shit. So I'm with some Catholic girls. I'm gonna use that. Yeah. It was good though. It was excellent. Hey, how long have you been playing the violin?
About 18 years.
Did you used to hate it and now you like kind of thankful they did it, or you still like fuck you?
I still hate it. I still hate that fucking thing. I could play it good if I get a little more time.
Well, that's dope. At least you can play it. So round of applause once again for Kristen Lundberg. Excellent, excellent. Now, normally I go in order of the veterans to rookies when I do my lineup on the fly. But since I found out that the gentleman is in Florida, we want to get him on early so that makes him a veteran, and then we'll bring in my veterans after him. This gentleman, I like his name, right? Because his name, I'm a football guy, I like sports, I like basketball, and there's a football running back, and he has the exact same name, super fast, good moves. Dark-skinned brother too. They might have been on the slave plantation back in the day, a couple hundred years ago. But this brother right here, he was hanging out. I was a little worried because he was sitting in the car. I was like, yo, let me get him on before somebody robbed this man. It is Florida. It is Florida. I was just in Miami. I was robbed twice by a rooster. I swear to God. A Cuban rooster. It had an accent. It was like, cockazoo, hey, papi. It was the weirdest shit ever. So you guys got to be ready. Are you guys ready to be dashed and danced around with the joy of love? Can I get a yeah?
Yeah.
That's right. Now, my name is Carl Anthony Jr., and they call me CJ, and this guy is also a CJ. Can I get a clap, 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 clap for Chris, the C. Juka Johnson?
Woo.
What's up, Dry Bar? Thanks for having me. Give a shout out to See the Shark, baby, and Miss Carol for having me on. Loving it. I'm loving it. It's not how I envisioned my first show going in LA, but here we are. So, like now I just started. I'm glad. Happy 420, everybody.
Woo-woo.
Y'all do know what the day is, right? Right? I'm asking y'all do know what the day is, right?
420.
Yeah, it's hit.
Day.
Yeah, today's Hitler's birthday.
Oh
So
no.
that's been celebrated all the time. Yeah, Google it, look it up. True story.
True.
Like this whole time, this is what we've been celebrating. Like we've been smoking his ashes. That's what's hot in the streets. Yeah, let me find out Dr. Strangelove was a true story. Okay. Anyway, but nah, like and it's crazy though, cause y'all see I'm at work, right? Like I don't know what it is, but I am so tired, bro. I feel like I'm in LA for real. Like I feel like I didn't know. Like, is this what LA do to people? Like I feel like I'm having jet lag, and I'm not even there. I'm in FLA. It's a difference, major difference. And I'm just feeling like my body just feels so tired, and it's not from the weed, cause I mean, like I do this, I smoke all the time. Like I'm like one of them smokers, like you know how people talk about Valentine's Day. Like if you love somebody, you should show love every. I'm like, okay, first of all, sir, like I feel the same way. I smoke every day. I shouldn't have to show my appreciation today for weed, especially on Hitler's birthday. Like I feel like, I feel like we celebrating the wrong cause. Like I feel like in a strange way, I feel like we're doing them like we celebrating him like we celebrated Tupac, and I just don't think he deserved that same admiration. I mean, I just don't. But anyway, like I've been doing edibles. I just started doing edibles because I thought they helped me with my time management, and I was wrong. But I mean, I tried. I mean, you gotta respect the logic though, because they don't work like right away. Like it worked like 30 minutes. So in my head, I was gonna do everything I could in 30 minutes before this kick in, because I'm about to be out for the next 4 hours. I ain't gonna be no good to nobody, right? But and I understand, like in California, like it's different out here because like in LA, y'all got dispensaries. Out here, I still gotta wait for my weed man. Like I think they really should have an HR department for weed mans in Florida. Because like I mean I'll be sitting here, I'll call like right now, like 12:30. I'll call like right now. I won't get my weed to 2 o'clock. Like who do I complain to? Like I be one like who, if they had an HR department, I could be a Karen. I'd be the first black guy Karen. Like that like what would y'all call me? Like
Ken.
what
Ken.
Ken.
Or Chad.
Okay.
Or Todd.
Just pick one.
I'll take it, right. I'll write a Yelp review and all, sir. This is so unprofessional of him. I called at 12 o'clock. I didn't get my weed until 2:30. And his excuse, I had problems with my baby mama. Excuse me, sir, but your baby mama isn't my issue as to why I had to wait 2 hours for weed. 0 out of 10 for Rashad, the weed man. Like that should be so weird. Like people who take the time out to write Yelp reviews are like why do they exist? Like why would you? It's one thing if you had one bad experience, because that waiter or that server could have had one bad day. We don't know, but for you to just go fuck up their bag because you had a bad experience that one time, I think that's pretty unfair. Like what if it were the other way around? Like what if like servers could write Yelp reviews about customers? What if I could say, you know what, Carol wasn't so pleasant to me when she called me over. When she called me over, I politely said, "How can I help you?" And she looked at me with a scalding look on her face, and she said, "My food is cold." Whoever I messed it up. I'm making this up. I'm riffing right now. I'm just kind of riffing, y'all. So let me come back. Let me come back to some writtens real quick. I'm sorry. I know we're on the showcase, but I'm gonna come back to some writtens. Like, okay, like my whole thing about weed, like I only have one request for weed. Like I love weed. Nothing makes me happier. I just have one request. Can we please petition to change the name of Moon Rocks, please? Because that is not a sexy name. Like, if you didn't know what Moon Rocks was, and I just walked up to you and was like, "Hey, you want to smoke some Moon Rocks with me?" You might be like, "No, sir. I'm thank you, but no, thank you." Like, keep that. Is that like you be like, is that what they calling it now? Like back in my day, shit, they used to call it crack. Like that's the only rock I know get you to the moon. They say shit. Like that's not even like an attractive name to admit like something I do. Like like it's not even like something to admit something I do. Like that sounds like something that'll get you disowned in the family. Like, could you imagine? Like, hey, what's up, Mike? Like they talking about you at the family reunion, like Carol, like, hey, CJ, how Mike doing? Mike doing well. He's doing comedy, doing music, etc., etc. Just doing well. What about Chris? You know how they get when you hear that side, you know it's some bad news. Like, pray for him, baby. You know that's coming at the end. Like, man, shit, he a piehead, man. He smoke moon rocks. Moon rocks. Yeah, child. Pray for him, baby. I will. All right, and that's all I got for right now. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah. My applause for Chris Johnson. Excellent, excellent. Good job, good job. And he reminded us about the holiday. It is 420 and whatnot. So if you're getting high, get high. Smoke your weed and whatnot. And I can't believe actually. Wait. What'd you say?
Said I'm smoking baby Jeters.
Fuck yeah. Damn right. So it's not legal anywhere in Florida or like medical or anything yet?
No, it is. And I actually had a bit about that before I started riffing that I was gonna go into. Like, I felt like God really loved me or the devil really hate me, because we got the first recreational dispensary like 7 minutes away from my house. And I live in Clearwater. Have you ever heard of Clearwater, Florida, sir?
It's like a nice place.
Yeah.
Right. It's not right. But it's not Miami. It's not Orlando. It's not. They have Disney World there. Shit. Parents with kids, they need something to calm their nerves. Why not put it there? You put it right around my house. They trying to have me homeless around here. They don't want to.
Right. Excellent. So excellent. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. See, you know what? As a presidential candidate that's running again, I'm no longer going to build that wall around Florida I was working on. I was about to lock you in, bro.
We have such a bro. Understand this, bro. Floridians are not crazy like all the time, bro. Like it's in us, but it just jump out us like at certain times. Like it, I don't know. I can't explain it.
I don't know. I was just in Miami, but you might have switched me over one now. So let's give a round of applause for not building a wall around my man Chris.
All right.
Once again, Chris Johnson. That's right. He did that juke move comedy. All right. So we got the next gentleman. Since we had a bunch of penises in here tonight, we like to sandwich our penises in between the vaginas. So we had an opening vagina, and we'll have a closing vagina. In between, we'll have many penises. So next is another penis, and it's one of our veteran penises. So it's got a few wrinkles and gray hairs. Round of applause for wrinkles and gray hairs on the dick.
Ooh.
I'm 45. I got a couple. That's all I'm saying. It still looks good, but I'm just saying. So this next guy comes to the stage. He's actually one of our family favorites, and I love his name because it always reminds me of a classic song made by the rapper that we all know named Tone Loc, and it's the Funky Sam, and it's some good shit. So we got to bring him in right with something. So everybody knows the song, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Funky Cold Medina. You know what I'm saying? So all right. So on 1, 2, 3, I need everybody to say that with me. 1, 2, 3.
Funky Cold
Medina.
Yeah, that's right. That's how we got to get ready, because we got to get it real smooth. Are you guys ready for this comedian? Can I get a yeah?
Yeah.
That's right. You can clap for the man with the master plan, Mr. Funky Sam Medina.
Yeah, what is up, you guys? Hell yeah, Dive Bar Comedy. Thank you for having me back. It's super awesome to be here. Hey, before I start though, I just want to blow Chris's mind for a second. So yeah, we do. Okay, bye, Chris. Yeah, we do have dispensaries, and they also deliver. It's really cool. You know, sometimes I'll call the pizza guy and I'll call the weed guy and I'll make him race to my house.
Are you fucking sick, dog? Could you imagine?
It's true. No, it's not a joke. It's true. It's true. Anyway, thank you guys. I'm Mr. C said I can work on my 85-minute set, so I'm super excited to do that right now. You guys. You laugh a lot because Comedy Central might be watching and they might be looking for professional laughers. So I work at an auto mall. It's a lot like a regular mall, except we don't have a food court or a movie theater. But we do have popcorn for some reason. And the parking lot's inside. I don't know how that works. It's crazy though. Like we'll do, we'll buy a car from you, we'll sell you a car, we'll fix your car. We do everything to your car except for have sex with it. Well, there was that one guy that got fired, but they didn't tell us what he did.
Hell no.
Oh man, I do magic. I do magic now, you guys. But you just have to believe me because I'm not gonna do any magic for you today. Take my word for it. Yeah, my best trick is lying to your fucking faces. True. I just did it. You didn't even know. You guys. I also work at a comedy club, which is really cool. I'm security, so it's part of my job to tell people not to take pictures. Hey, no pictures, no pictures, no pictures. I have this lady, I told her, hey, no pictures. And she goes, that's not a picture. I go, okay, no videos. And she's like, it's not a video, I'm live. Oh yeah.
Oh.
You know, I go, hey, stand Facebook Live. Let's see how many views you getting kicked out of this place. I didn't say that. I just threw her phone and stepped on it. It's better than my my last job though. I used to work at this drugstore. I can't tell you guys what it's called, but there's 3 letters in the name. It's true. It stands for can't verify shit. Yeah, I worked at CVS for a long time. I like to call it the CVS capades. One of my favorite moments was this guy came in one time and he asked me if we sold screwdrivers. And I was like, no, we don't, but we do sell orange juice and vodka separately. Yeah, I got in trouble that day. My favorite part of it too, another favorite part of it was when people would ask me, hey, do you work here? I would go, well, I'm employed here, and I would just walk away. That didn't work. I didn't work at all. I had a birthday recently, you guys. Yeah, hell yeah. I just turned 40.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm getting older. It's crazy, you know, getting older. They say that the memory's the first thing to go, but I say, wait, what was I saying? They say the memory's the first thing to go. Oh, wait a minute. Deja vu moment there. I have CRS. Can't remember shit, and it's from smoking way too much weed over the years, you know, like way too much, you know. Like, so I'm super happy it's 420 because it's like that one day that's just like every other day of the year. It's cool though, you know, like you know those commercials, the ones that make you feel guilty about smoking weed, you know. But I just think they're ridiculous, and they're like, you know, like the guy gets so high that he melts into the couch. Like, that doesn't make me want to quit. That makes me want to go out and find his dealer, you know. And the other guy gets so high that he forgets to pick up his grandma from the airport, and that's just fucked up. You know, you can't get too high to forget your grandma. I think they should make commercials that deal with things that stoners deal with on a daily basis. Like they should make this commercial with this dude's on the couch and he's like super stoned, and like he's like has the worst case of cotton mouth ever, and he looks over to the kitchen. It's like 7 miles away, you know, and he sees his bong just sitting there, full of water. Yeah, I know, right, you guys? And then the screen fades to black, and this guy comes on. He sounds like a disappointed parent. He's like, smoking marijuana could lead to terrible decisions like this next one. And then it comes back to the dude, and he's sitting on the couch, and he just grabs the bong, and he picks up, and he starts chugging it. The little sludge is going down the side of his face, and just as he puts it on this table, he throws up everywhere. Yeah, that would make me want to quit smoking weed, or at least get one of those Brita water filter things and keep it by my couch at all times. I consider myself to be a functional stoner, which means I like to get high and go do shit. Somebody's like, hey, let's go here, let's go there. I just more like, let's go eat here, let's go eat there. That's like to say it's not a beer belly, it's definitely a pot belly. And that joke works better when you can see more than just, you know, below my chin. I just want to say, I am trying to lose weight though, you guys. My wife has been on this crazy diet. She told me that Sundays can be cheat days. So Sunday I got a hooker. Nice. It's always good to set goals for yourself too when you're trying to lose weight, you know. Like I think my new Target shirt size is Target shirt size. I like that joke because it's for the fat people in the room, because it's getting people like, Target has many shirt sizes. Sure they do, but it doesn't fit me. Hey, thank you guys. I'm Funky Sam Medina. Happy 420.
Yeah, that's right, man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Another good set, another great comedian. Talked about those great things. Now, he mentioned Target clothes, right? Now, I think it's a sense of maturity because when you're younger, especially you got one of those pretty boyfriends, they get all the expensive clothes and they fuck all the hot chicks when you're in high school. You're like, oh, it's important. Then you realize, like, once you get older, man, I can go to Ross, Marshalls, CVS, wherever, and come out and get just as much pussy as I wasn't getting the last 20 years. You know, and maybe it's just me. So that's what I'm talking about. You always remind your youth. Thank you for taking us back in time, saying no round of applause for Funky Sam Medina. All right. So we're gonna drop another couple of sacks on you. That's right. That's right. So this next gentleman is a fairly new to the family. Oh, hey, Kazoo, calm it down before I muzzle you. Your parents gotta learn to punch your kids in the throat. Like aim for the Adam's apple. They got one, even though you can't see it. Just pa-toom. No more crying. Oh, okay, right. Okay, I'm the only one that's gonna beat my kids. Fine. Fine. You guys are judging that. That's all right. But let's get to our next comedian. This gentleman right here, I love his name and I like his hashtag because it's a ball about the rock. And I got into rock and roll and stuff when I was a kid, when Transformers, the movie, came out. And before that, all hip hop and R&B and Michael Jackson and Jeffrey Osborne and shit, right? And then I saw this movie and they was like, they Transformers! And I was like, oh, what's that? And then dudes at the end of the side like, yo! Oh, what's that? And it was loud and it was abrasive. And I was like, man, I need to start fucking with this shit. And this man right here knows it to the heart of his soul. So if you got a lot of rock in your heart, on 1, 2, 3, can I get a yow out of you? 1, 2, 3. Yow. That's right. You clap for the Eminem man himself, Mr. Hard Rock, Mike McFarlane.
Thank you. All right, I'm Mike McFarlane, and when I was in the Navy, my best friend his name was Tony. Now, Tony had this particular type of woman that he liked. I mean, he sought after women that had, that had like a hip replacement, some dentures, they enjoyed, a frosty glass of Metamucil first thing in the morning. I mean, his dating profile on mature.com was titled Granny Snatcher. So he's higher at this club. We're getting torn down like usual. And like he meets this woman that kind of like checks all the boxes. And so he tells me, he says, hey, you see that woman over there? I said, the one that looked like a loofah sponge? So he just totally ignores me. And he goes, that's the kind of woman that's going to like teach me some erotic tips. And then in the morning, reward me with some milk and cookies to let me know I did a good job. Now, I just kind of ignored that because it's like, there's not enough therapy in the world to kind of unravel that statement. So then at the end of the night, he comes up to me and goes, hey, she asked us to come over to her house. I said, you talking about one night stand granny over there? I said, does she even remember where she lives? He goes, hey, dude, she's not that old. I said, she's wearing a life alert bracelet on her wrist, man. So then we ended up kind of going back to her place. But before then, we get in her car. I go, hey, it's late. Can I like get something to eat? She's like, I'll tell you what. When we get back to my house, I'll make you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with the crust cut off. My grandson just loves that. Nah, I'm good. She was like, are you sure? I said, well, my stomach just went into the fetal position. So we finally get back to her place and we walk in and Tony sees all these pictures, all over the wall. And he goes like, hey, who's in the pictures? And she goes, it's just a bunch of family photos. She goes, but this one right here. Now, this one reminds me kind of you, Tony. It's my grandson, Zach. And he said, he's just as innocent as you are. And doesn't he look cute, eating that glazed donut with that sugar like all over his face? And then she leans into Tony and she goes like, maybe later on I can make your face look like a glazed donut. And I was like, oh, totally gonna give me nightmares for sure. So then she like goes back in her back bedroom, but she leaves the door open. So clearly she wanted us to see what was going on. And then what happened next was just a horror show. She like takes out her dentures, takes off her wig, and then puts on, some lingerie that looks like what, B. Arthur would have worn in the Golden Girls. And then she just comes back out like it's no big deal, and so she turns on the TV for a little bit of entertainment, and it's Murder, She Wrote, with Angela Lansbury. And I wasn't even thinking. I just kind of shouted out. I go like, "Oh, my grandmother loves this show." And then I kind of realized what I had said, and I was like, and then I tried to like get past it really quick. I was like, what channel, is that on? Is this like, like reruns or something? She goes, "Oh no. I have all the seasons recorded on Betamax." And then she goes, "How would you like to take a tape home to your grandmother so she can watch it?" Good idea. And then I started thinking in my head, I was like, what would that conversation be like with my grandmother? "Hey, Grandma, I got this Betamax tape with your favorite show on it, Murder, She Wrote with Angela Lansbury. Yeah, I got it from a lady that's a couple years older than you. We like to call her one night stand granny. Yeah, funny story. My friend Tony, who's got the twisted granny fetish. Yeah, he ended up hooking up with her, and this was the door prize. Enjoy." So then at the end of the night, she and Tony ended up going back in the back bedroom, and I passed out on her plastic covered couch. And the next morning, I wake up, and there's Tony, right? He's just like laid out in the middle of the living room. So I go over there to kind of wake him up, and as I'm shaking him, I realize that his jeans are wet. This guy got so smashed that he peed his jeans all over this woman's living room rug. So I finally get him up, and he's like, "I can't wear these jeans." And he takes them off, and he goes like, "All right, I'm ready to go." I'm like, whoa, hold on, Haas. You gotta do something about the bottom half here, dude. So I got this brilliant idea. I pick up this t-shirt off the floor. I go, "Okay, Tony, listen carefully. Put your legs through the sleeves of the shirt and tie the rest of the shirt off around your waist." And he just kind of looks at me in disbelief. And I go like, "Hey, it's either this or you get 8 feet and knit you some shorts." So he opted for the shirt. So now we're walking back towards the front door, and I look down, and there's Tony's ass sticking out of the neck of the shirt. So, naturally I asked him, "Did you get the milk and cookies?" And then he just kind of looks at me and he goes like, "Nah." He just gave me a pat on the head. I said, whoa, hold on, man. I said, "You just performed a public service and all you got is an attaboy?" I said, "Look here, man." I said, "I didn't cover my ears all night to drown out the sound of you banging Mrs. Doubtfire and Andy Griffin episodes to leave here with an attaboy." I said, "You're going to go into the kitchen right now and tell Zach, her grandson, that you demand some milk and cookies, and then let him know that Nana smiles for you today." All right, I'm Mike McFarland. Thank you so much.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right, Mike McFarland. Round of applause
Mr.
for that.
McFarland.
Excellent. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Dropping them jewels, bring us to reality. I have recently been on Pornhub the next video looking at mature chicks with big boobs. So I support this movement.
Good for you, man. Good for you.
Yeah. Well, you got to expand your horizons.
That's right. Absolutely. You got it. And that's a true story, by the way. That's a true story.
Yeah, I believe it. I mean, a lot of young men, this is something that's really deep. A lot of young men, a lot of our earliest experiences with older women. The girl I lost my virginity to was older than me. A lot of women that I had my quickest, easiest access to and were older women and whatnot. Like, there's no muss and fuss with them. It's just like, "Hey, you look good.
Yeah.
I got a pussy. Let's get it done." And it's like, yeah.
I actually married one. So my wife's actually older than me. There you go. There you go.
Boom. So hey, there you go, older women. You can trap somebody with some good puss like Mike. So that's what I'm talking about. So another round of applause for Mike McFarland. That's what I'm talking about. All right. So now we're through with the pork and beans. We can get to some of those flapping inner and outer lips. So this next lady coming to the stage is known as the hardest working woman in LA. Also, if you are freshly out of prison and looking for love, she can find it for you. So be good. No, we have to make, we're like Detroit.com. We're going to take them down. Carol.com. That's the new Detroit.com. So everybody get ready for that. So you guys ready for our closing comedian? Can I get a yeah?
Yeah.
I said, can I get a yeah?
Yeah.
That's why. So this last comedian comes to the stage. There's a whole lot of work. She got open mics inside, outside, in LA, in Vegas, doing it all over the place. And is the hardest working, best laugh in the world. Give me a clap, 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 clap for Carol. Ha ha! You will.
Hey, you guys, it's me, Carol Newell, the world's best laugh. That's me. Yeah, I have been out and about making the comedy in the streets, as it were, for the whole last year, you guys. Yeah, I did get the COVID for Christmas, not what I asked Santa Claus for, but that's what I got. Yeah. And then I had to stay home and my over the holidays, you guys, and it was a lot less like home for the holidays and a lot more like whatever happened to Baby Jane. That's an old movie if you guys don't know. So yeah, it was a lot of fun, you guys. But yeah, I have been out doing the comedy in the streets. That's right, I am a in the streets kind of bitch. Doing the comedy. I also had two other things happened to me last year that sound terrible, but actually worked out well. I lost my job, found another job. I lost my husband. I did not find another husband. So that's good. Cause yeah, he was not good. Oh yeah, you guys, I lost. Well, he's not lost. I know where he is. He's out in the van in the driveway in an urn. Yeah, he passed away, but that's okay because we were already almost separated for almost 2 years before that. So now I just don't have to get divorced. I've been dating for the last couple of years since we separated, and it's been very interesting. I must say, I did try the apps thing. I thought, well, I mean, that's what the kids are doing these days, right? And the first app I went on, you guys, it was Our Time for singles over 50. And here's the thing, yeah, it was a lot of unsolicited and not very exciting or impressive penis. There, here's the thing, the last time I dated you guys, it was pagers and payphones, and now you guys, it's a plethora of penises. It is a phalanx of phalluses. It is a deluge of dong. It's a waterfall of wang. It is a smorgasbord of schlong, a surplus of sausages. It's a lot of dick pics, you guys. A lot of dick pics. And so yeah, but things have improved vastly, you guys, since I moved over to the BLK. Yep, I'm on the BLK, which is for all Black people. Yeah, I had heard last year that they were gonna release a bunch of low-level criminals back into California because of the COVID. And I thought to myself, well, that's crazy. My dating pool is going to increase significantly. Yep, I do like to date the Black men. So that's been fun and exciting. I must tell you, the rumors are true. The rumors are true. So that's what I'll be doing from now on, you guys. Yeah. So I got a call a couple of years ago from my sister one day, and she was in the hospital, guys. She'd been run over by a car. I know, ran over by a car. Wow. And I was like, oh my gosh, are you okay? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, did they catch the guy? And she's like, no, it was a hit and run. I was like, oh, wow, that's crazy. And then like 6 months later, you guys, I get a phone call one day from her, and she says, I broke up with my boyfriend, Danny. And I was like, oh, is that good? Bad? I don't know. She's like, oh, it was good because it was bad. And I was like, oh, okay, well, good. And then she's like, I remember that time I got ran over by the car. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, it was Danny. Really? Yeah, it was Danny. And then she said, and I quote, when he ran me over with his car, it was like I literally fell out of love instantly. It was all downhill from there. Oh, you guys. Oh, and then like 3 months later, you guys, I get a phone call one day and she says, are you gonna come to my wedding? And I was like, wedding? And she's like, yeah, I'm getting married. And I was like, okay, sure. And then I was like, well, who are you getting married to? And she's like, duh, Danny.
Oh, it's a real one.
Some people never learn. Oh yeah. So that ultimately didn't work out. Who knew that was coming? A little while later, one day she calls me and she says, they stole my purse and my wallet out of my apartment. And I was like, oh, that's terrible. I feel really bad for the thieves because imagine their surprise when they try to steal your identity. Yeah, she's special. I love her so much. All right, you guys, I'm gonna get out of here on this. I did recently get the DNA test done, you guys. I got my DNA test done to find out who my father was because he's not on my birth certificate, and to find out, what my other half of my nationalities are. Imagine my surprise when it turns out that neither Elizabeth Warren nor I are American Indian at all.
Oh,
Contrary to what my mom told me, not American, just basically I'm all white. All of the white countries, you guys, all wrapped up into one ball of guilt. I have the white guilt. I feel terrible about my ancestors and all the crap that they did. But I feel like, in my own way, that I'm trying to give back. I'm trying to give the reparations, one Black man at a time. You guys. All right, you guys. Thanks for having me. Thanks for putting me on this week. It's been fun. Back to you, Mr. C.
Yeah. No, I'm about to carry on. All right. So that was our final comedian and whatnot. And she reminded us about a great piece of American history, which is called the $5 Indian. And that's when they were giving Indians all the reparations for the land. And then a bunch of like white guys would go into the office and be like, yo, man, I give you $5. You put me on the list. They'd be like, all right, you're Indian. That was Elizabeth Warren's great granddad. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's why you meet. So I have a friend who lives in Oklahoma, and I met this white guy. He had a house. He said, I paid $25 a month in rent. He was like, he was whiter than Justin Bieber. He made Justin Bieber feel like niggerish. Okay. And this dude was like, oh, I pay $25 a month. He said, well, I got Indian heritage. And back then I was just like, oh, that's dope. And I'm like, this motherfucker. Like, oh, the Black Power guy in me was losing his mind. That's all I'm saying. It was like, I felt like George Floyd renting the house. That's all I'm saying. It was, so frustrating. But that's what I'm talking about. That's the Dive Bar Comedy Show. So I'm going to finish it up. As a drunk man, I'm going to sing a song because men go to dive bars because they want to drink away the pain. They want to drink away the stress. Men are animals of regret. And whatnot. And that's why we like old songs. So I'm going to sing an old song about making women cry by Velvet DeVoe. We're going to run over some names and Wild's just going to tell us where we go. And since we got so many dudes, I'm keeping it sane tonight. Let's see. Oh, wait, I got to cock my head a little bit. There you go. Tears I see drop from your eyes. Tell me why you cry. Guilt I feel when you look at me. Did I let you down?
I'm gonna beat you back up.
Still you see that I apologize. Tell me what to do to get through to you. Girl, it's not the same. I know I was to blame. Tell me when we're live. See you slow. Tell me when will I see you smile again? Cause I know I messed up, baby, and I know you better, sugar. Tell me when will I see you smile again? And I know I messed up, baby, and I know you better, sugar. We don't mean to hurt you, babe. It's all about comedy show. And that's right. So round of applause for all the comedians who came to the stage as we run through the names. We have Kristen Lundberg. I think you're on mute.
Okay, alrighty, that was beautiful. I haven't heard that one yet. I mean, I remember that from back in the day, but I haven't heard your rendition. That was nice. So beautiful, beautiful. All right, we made it through. We did it, and it was fun despite all the interruptions. Are you done yet? Oh God, they're right here in the background. Thank God for the mute button. But yep, we're almost done. You can check us out live every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Pacific on Facebook on the Dive Bar Comedy page. And then you can check out the replay wherever you listen to podcasts. You can look us up at divebarcomedy.com. You could check us out on your Apple podcast app or your Android podcast app or wherever you listen to podcasts. Just search the words Dive Bar Comedy. Write to us. Please don't send your dick pics. I know Carol, well, send them to Carol. What do you think, Carol? If you have to. I mean, you know what? If you're gonna send it to the official Dive Bar Comedy social media. Don't send it to us personally. Come on, how did you find out my name? Anyway. I mean, I know it's a search word. The people are searching. Anyway, I don't know how they found. I don't know what we're gonna call this episode. What kind of weirdos we're gonna attract. Maybe I'll try to keep it clean. We'll talk about the ice sculptures and other lovely things that we discussed, heavy metal and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, send your dick pics to Carol. She likes them.
Call it chop dicks off.
And other beautiful things, artistic things, photography, whatever you can send to me. But anyway, all right, you guys, check us out next time. Thanks for everybody who watched. Thanks to all our comics, and peace out. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys. Nice to meet you. Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Yeah, man. Thanks for doing the show, everybody.
Happy 420.
Hell yeah.